Good afternoon, guys. It's 4. Today is the first day of business economics. So we'll wait for another 5 minutes before we start, right? Because some new guys are students are going to join with us for today. So we'll wait for another 5 minutes. Grace period, we'll give them and we'll start.
एक टैक्सेशन का क्वेश्चन है क्या?
Johnson. I've not spoken anything, so yeah, you can't hear me.
Hello.
Yeah, I've not spoken anything there, so you can't hear me. Don't worry.
Okay.
Just waiting for a few people because today is the first day.
Okay.
Right, we will start off another 2 minutes. If I get a let go from the management, I'll start it off. Waiting for another couple of people. Some etiquettes, some rules which we have to follow on online classes are You're allowed to speak. Just raise your hands and then speak. That is one. And the second thing is, if possible, just type it down so that you don't disturb the flow. I would give everyone a chance to speak after the topic is done. I mean, a concept is done, not a topic. A concept is done, so you can ask me a doubt. And if you are not speaking, mute your microphone, right? Because there'll be external noises which will be disturbing the entire class. If you're speaking, yes, you're most welcome. Sorry. Join pannunda. Click above that. Yeah. So, yeah. Hi, this is Christopher here. Gautam. Deepam Jain. You're not here. Is everyone audible? Is it audible for everyone? Anyone has a problem? Please contact ArivuPro helpline, that is 968 666 5253. They would help you out in any technical aspects. Are we clear? Deepam. Yeah, done. So you can see the whiteboard, you can see me, right? That's all you need to see. So we have a couple of guys who are new to the entire CA foundation. My old students are also there, who have been waiting to write the exam. Exams are postponing. So lost the enthu to study itself. But anyhow, I'll try to bring it back. So guys who are watching on YouTube, right? This is a free session for you guys on YouTube. This will last only for 3 days. So please register with ArivuPro on that. And currently your doubts might not be solved on YouTube. Only on Zoom, it will be solved, right? Now, getting on to the subject. CA Foundation. The word itself is a foundation. It is a foundation for you becoming a chartered accountant. Now, this foundation subject has 3 levels. I mean, CA as a subject has 3 levels. Foundation as a level has 4 subjects. And I'm going to take one of that levels. Are we clear? I'm going to take one of those papers in CA Foundation. And that paper is called Business Economics and BCK. Business Economics and BCK. So the marks deviation for this is very simple. For Business Economics is 60 marks and BCK is 40 marks. Guys, one thing understand, economics is a very easy subject. Yes or no? For those who have studied it previously, students will come and tell me, sir, economics for CA Foundation, I'll easily pass. Definitely you will pass. I'm very confident of you guys that you will pass economics. But the problem lies in CA Foundation. The problem lies in CA Foundation. See, in CA, you need to get 50 in all the papers. Normally what happens to students is they score accounts. Let's take 4 papers: accounts, law, max, and eco. Right? These are the 4 papers. I will tell you what is BCK is. You will come. It's called Business Commercial Knowledge. Okay, I'll come to that when the topic is needed in detail. Now, accounts, normally students put in the maximum efforts because that's our favorite subject, right? Chartered accountant, account name itself lying accountant. So I will put in more efforts. Normally, average a student scores 45 to 55. 45 to 55 in this subject. Law, being an interesting subject by itself, There also students tend to score 45 to 55 because this is going to be tough papers. They're written, right? You guys have been asked to write only your PU exams or your 12th board exams, college exams. This is a totally different exam. You need to, there's a way of asking, way of writing, lot of things are there. So you need to understand how to go about it. So that will be trained, but normally average, this is the score mark. Max. Max, I do not know. Commerce students have a psychological feeling that max is going to be tough, right? They leave out max and they will score around 40 to 50 here. Economics. Now, this subject is going to save you. It's going to save you. How? You can have two situations. One, you do not study the subject properly. You score around 45. You will pass. Or you can score 60 above and get an exemption, right? So let me tell you what happens when you get an exemption here, my friends. So here, let's say you got 45. Here you got 50. Here also you got 50. Right? Now, if you got economics for only 45, you're failing in aggregate because you need to get a total of 200. 200 is your target. Are we clear here? But if you get 60 in economics, let's say 60 you get, you can afford to go even in law 45 or accounts 45, max 50. So the higher you score, you need not worry about that 50 mark. You need to pass these papers, other papers, and go about it. So that would be your best strategy. And based on my past experience, a good student who has studied well economics has scored minimum 60 to 70 marks. This is given in this paper because first of all, it's theory. Second thing is they're going to ask the same question which is given in the book, right? They will run out of question papers to ask. So we are going to do infinite number of question papers inside the classroom itself so that you will not step out at your house to do additional sums. We will be doing it everything inside the classroom itself. Are we clear now? So my objective for this subject is to make you score above 60. That is my objective in this paper. And that is my critical success factor for me. If you score above 60, I have done my job. Are we clear here? Now, coming to economics, right? The paper 4, it's a MCQ paper. What is MCQ paper means? MCQ means objective type questions, multiple choice. So all the rhymes which you learned, Baba Black Sheep, all will be helpful for you right now. Are we clear? So normally students use all the alphabets, rhymes which they have learned previously for this subject. But be careful here. You have negative marking, so you need to be very careful. So I'll tell you how your marking system works. Let's say they ask you one question here and you answer the question right. You answered it right, you get 1 mark. You answered it wrong, you get minus 0.25. You get minus 0.25. So you have to be very cautious in answering, otherwise your marks can be reduced because of that. Are we clear here? In this economics also, it is for 100 marks. And 100 marks, as I told you previously, business economics is for 60 marks and BCK is for 40 marks, right? And I would be handling this paper, that is business economics. Are we clear? I'll be handling this paper, business economics. So who are you? Why are you coming in troubling me? I was peacefully sitting in my house. Huh? Why are you teaching me this subject? So let me tell you about myself. My name is Christopher. So it's spelled Christopher. Okay, it's spelled Christopher, and I'm a qualified ACCA and a qualified company secretary. CS. Let me write it properly. Right, I'm a company's qualified CS and an ACCA, and I'll be taking your subject called business economics. So we will dive into the chapter of business economics. How many of you learned economics before? So I'll take a poll for you. So economics. Yes. Studied. No, not studied. I want you to answer this poll. I want everyone to answer on that poll so that it will be more interactive, so that I'll get an idea of whether you know economics or not. Yes. So I get the options. So 70 percentage of you guys have studied, and 30 percentage of you guys have not studied this subject at all. Okay, no issues. Don't worry, 30%. I'm going to take you from the scratch. So you need not know even the spelling of economics. I will deal with that. Okay. First of all, as we discussed spelling of economics, you know. Okay. I'm not going to teach you that, you know. So anyhow, see, when you talk about a subject, right? If I ask you what is biology, what will you tell me? You will tell me that biology is nothing but study of animals and plants. It includes human beings also, right? If I ask you what is physics, right? You will tell me it's a study of law of nature, right? If I ask you what is max, you will tell me it's calculations, or it deals with numbers, goes above my head. Now, if I ask the same question about economics, what is your opinion about it? What is the study of economics all about? The country, okay. National income, okay. Country economy. Economics is the study of basic household and management in the country, okay. Inflation, deflation, money, how to get it and how to use it. Good. Oh, study of how economic work, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, guys. We'll see what is economics. But before that, I'll call my friend Thanos, who will come and explain it to you in very simple terms. Right? Thanos is a very good guy. If you know, he had a vision. You have seen the movies Avengers Endgame, right? And Avengers Infinity War. What did he say there? He had a mission to destroy the world. He went and collected all the stones, infinity stones he collected, right? All the 6 stones, and he snapped it. What for? Why is he doing this? There is economics behind it. So we will see a video and listen to this very carefully, and he will explain certain things to you.
Little one, it's a simple calculus. This universe is finite, its resources finite. If life is left unchecked, life will cease to exist. It needs correction.
You don't know that!
I'm the only one who knows that. At least I'm the only one with the will to act on it.
Okay, I'll repeat it. He was saying it's a simple calculus. The resources are finite, right? The resources are finite, and if human population is unchecked, it will lead to chaos. That is his mission. So I'll play it again. Listen to it very carefully.
Little one, it's a simple calculus. This universe is finite, its resources finite. If life is left unchecked, life will cease to exist. It needs correction.
You don't know that!
I'm the only one who knows that. At least I'm the only one with the will to act on it.
So he told certain terms, resources are finite, right? What is this resource? Before we study resource, we have to study wants. Human wants. What is human wants? He spoke about 2 things. One is resource. He spoke about human needs. So human wants are nothing but basic desires or needs of human beings. So a human may want water to drink. That's a need. He wants to go out and live his life. That's a need, right? So that we classify as wants. Are we clear? Now resource, we'll come to see what is resource. Resource is nothing but goods or services which can be used to satisfy these wants. We call it as resource. If you are thirsty, that's your want. What is the resource? Water, right? Water is a resource to satisfy your want of thirst. Are we clear? Now, what is the problem Thanos is talking about? He's talking about, see, there is limited water in the world or in the universe, but there is a lot of people. There are lot of people or lot of wants. So there is a scarcity. He brings in a concept called scarcity into the game. What is this concept called scarcity? When world has only 500 liters of water, assume world has only 500 liters of water. This group of people want 1,000 liters of water. Is there enough water for the entire society? 1,000 liters is ordered by the group of people, but there are only 500 liters. So there is not enough resource to satisfy the needs of the people. This concept we term it as scarcity. Are we clear? Now, there are 2 reasons why this is caused. One, water as such can be a resource as such is limited in quantity. And second reason is they have alternative uses. They have alternative uses. So water can, first of all, is limited in quantity. We all know that. Second thing, you can drink water, right? It can be used for cleaning, right? It can use for watering plants. So there are alternative uses for this concept called water. So because of these two reasons, this concept of scarcity comes in. Are we clear with the concept of scarcity? Any doubts? Any doubts before I move on? Any doubts before I move on? Done. No doubts. So the resources does not, I'll repeat again, scarcity. Resources does not exist in adequate. You need not write anything. You need not write anything. Everything will be given to you. Don't worry. But understand the concept. Are we clear? So resources do not exist in adequate quantity and have alternative uses to satisfy humans' requirements in relation to the societal wants. That is called scarcity. Now, I want you to answer this question. Does it move? One second. Okay, I want you to answer this question. And before we move on, so my classes will be like this. I'll teach you a concept. I'll ask you an immediate question follow-up so that it is inside your head very easily, right? Can you read the question? Economic goods are considered scarce resources because they are option A, B, C, D. Read it very carefully. And I'll be launching the poll. I want you to answer on the poll.
So what's the question, sir?
You can skip the poll, read the question, and then come back and there is under that, there'll be a view poll again. You can do that. If you're not read the question, you can skip the poll, read the question, then come back and see it. And guys, it will be very nice if you can answer through the poll, not the chat. Okay. I'll end the poll. Guys, the answer is option 2. Okay. Answer B is the right answer. See, understand, guys, those who have got it wrong. See, resources do not exist in adequate quantity. Okay, we saw. And they have alternative uses, which are requirement for satisfying human society. So option B is the right option. Are we clear? Are we clear, guys? Any doubts here? No? Okay, moving on. I want you to answer this question. Read the question carefully. It might look, all might look together. Same option only look. I want you to read this very carefully. And I'll be relaunching the polls. Answer the questions.
Sir, I didn't receive the question, sir.
It's on the this thing, right? You can skip the poll and see the question on the screen.
Yeah, sir, I tried, but it's not seen. Sir.
No, just skip the poll. I mean, you can see me, right? And the screen, whatever, wherever I write. That's the question. I'm displaying the question on the PPT. And guys, we are doing it this for the first time. I'll have something to learn. You'll have something to learn. And management have something to learn. So you have any problems, please call me or call Deepak sir after the class and explain your problem. We'll love to solve your problems. So answer is option 2. 85% I've got it right. Okay. It is relative. Okay, guys, understand this. Now I need water, right? Scarcity is something, water should be there. It is relative to me. Are we clear? There's nothing. It is a relative scarcity concept, not an absolute scarcity. For me, I need it and I don't have it. It's relative to me. Are we clear? So I'll move on to the concept. So moving on, see if you see this balance, right? Thanos was saying, see, there are limited resources in the world, but there are unlimited wants. There's limited resources in the world, there are unlimited wants. So more population means more wants, extra population, more wants. This was his concept. So what he decided was very simple. Now, if I start to snap, let me collect the stones and starts killing people, right? Let me kill people. Now what will be happening? 1 second, guys. There will be a balance. He will bring a balance to the society. That is, there'll be limited wants and unlimited, limited resources and unlimited wants. The population, half of the population he wants to remove so that he can bring a fine balance in the society. Are we clear? So this fine balance is nothing but economics. So Thanos, he felt there are unlimited wants. So let me snap and bring that unlimited wants to equal. Let me balance the seesaw, right? Let me balance the seesaw. And that's what he did finally. Guys, 1 second, there is some technical glitch here. I'm not able to get it properly. Well, repeat. I'll repeat again. If you see this balance, there's limited resources, there is unlimited wants. So Thanos decides to snap his finger and kill off of the population and to bring a fine balance. And this is what economics is all about. How are you going to satisfy the problem of this unlimited wants and limited resources, right? Economics is nothing but study of scarcity. And how are you going to balance this concept called scarcity? Are we clear? So you're trying to balance. If you can balance these two, that is limited resources and unlimited wants, then that study is known as economics. Are we clear, guys? So if someone asks you what is economics, it is nothing but a study of scarcity, and you're learning to decide how to balance this unlimited wants with limited resources. Are we clear with this concept? Everyone? Done. So coming to your book says that economics is derived from a Greek word called oikonomia. What is oikonomia means? Household management. It's a Greek word. Okay. So two fundamental things of economics, we saw that it's humans have unlimited wants, but have limited resources to satisfy those unlimited wants. So keep these two things inside mind. If there is no limited resources, then economics as a concept will not exist. Because of scarcity, that's why this concept is born. And that is what the book definition is also saying. Study of process by which your relatives' resources are satisfying your unlimited wants. I want you to answer this question. Read the question and answer this question. I want you to answer this question, guys. Read the question and answer this question. Guys, I want everyone to participate on it faster. Can you do it faster? That will be really helpful. Those who answered one, I'll share. Guys, the final answer is actually D. Okay, the answer is D. Lot of people are answering the wrong option, maybe because you're confused. You're not reading the options, everything. See, in MCQ question, this is a normal trick everyone does, the institute plays. That is, they ask you the first question and the first statement itself will be right statement. Okay. So the second statement also would be right, but student normally reads the first statement and clicks on one. So please read all the options and then answer. Okay. Are we clear here? Option D, it is talking about everything. Now we learned what is economics. We learned what is hey, why is this happening? we learned what is economics, right? It is the decision taken to balance, it's the decision taken to balance limited resources and unlimited wants. Now, economics can be studied in two manner. That is, it can be studied in terms of microeconomics and macroeconomics. The same concept of economics can be studied in two parts. Now, if I take this decision for the country as a whole, then I consider it as macro. If I take this decision to balance the limited resources and unlimited, limited resources, unlimited wants for you, me, or a firm, then it is coming under microeconomics. To explain it further, if a country like India, right, it will have limited resources, right? It has limited resources. Do you agree? We have that budget. We have annual budgets, right? So that our money is our resource here. But we want to do a lot of things. We want to construct roads. We want to construct schools. We want to construct hospitals. We want to provide free meals to people. So that's our want. So government will decide certain things. Government will decide certain things. Yes or no? Will decide. Now it will decide, okay, let's build this road. Let's build this hospital with the given budget. So they are deciding, they are making decisions. All those decisions which are considering the entire nation or the entire economy as a whole, right? I consider these decisions as macroeconomics. I call these decisions as macroeconomics or study of macro. Are we clear here? I'm going very slow here because I want each and everyone who have studied it before. Yes, it'd be easy for you. Those who are studying it for the first time, I want them also to be online. Once this chapter is done, demand and supply and all, we can go faster. Reason being is that's all very logical. This is very technical and I want you to understand this. So only I'm going a little bit slow here. Now, can we answer this question? Macroeconomics is the study of macro. Cool. So option B is the right answer, guys. Option B is the right answer. I'm going to study how India as an economy as a whole. Okay. Now, if you see option D, right? Some people have answered option D. See, understand this. If I study of individuals or people, that brings to me the next concept is microeconomics. Now, microeconomics, we can further classify as individuals, firms, and industry. Understand it's your birthday today. Okay, we'll sing happy birthday for you. Right? If it's your birthday, what do you want to do? You want to buy a cake, right? You want to buy a dress. You'll throw a party, right? Enjoy. Then you'll buy pizza to your friends. You will do all these things. These are your wants, right? If it's your birthday. Yes or no? But I'm a conjuice fellow. I'll give you only 1,000 rupees. Now, what will you do with this 1,000 rupees? Huh? You'll scold me first. You'll like, hey, Kanjus, my birthday you're giving only 1,000, huh? Give me more, da. Right? That you will say. But anyhow, you will first of all plan. You'll be like, friends party, 1,000 rupees. That guy will ask so much. No, let me buy cake for me first. Dress for me. 1,000 rupees goinda. Right? That's 1,000 rupees itself, you will be finished. Now, what did you do? You applied economics. You took a decision. You balanced your unlimited wants with your limited resources. Yes or no? So you took a decision to buy only two products. That is your cake and your dress. Right? You didn't take it for India. You took it for yourself. This study is known as microeconomics. This study is known as microeconomics. Are we clear? Now, even firms will have limitations, right? Even Jio, Amazon will have fixed capital. Certain capital they have, right? They have unlimited capital? No, they have some limited capital. So but they want to be the best company in the world, right? So they want to grow their franchisee better. Even they do the balancing. Even they do this balancing decision. So that is also comes under microeconomics. Are we clear here? Are we clear here? Any doubts before I move on? Now, guys, understand this. You are living in India, right? I am living in India. If you group all people's decisions, you take a decision, I take a decision, people, everyone in the world, I mean, in India are taking decisions, grouping them, right, will become a macro decision. That is why they say macroeconomics is nothing but a sum of all microeconomics. Are we clear? Everyone? So macroeconomics is nothing but the summation of microeconomics. Done? Because individuals, firm, industries, everything are inside the economy only of India. Okay. Now, I want you to answer this question. Please take your phones and answer this question. Yes, a bridge. So micro is for individuals as well as firms and industry. Macro is India as a whole, economy as a whole. Not necessarily only India, it can be a country as a whole. Okay, try to understand that. Guys, take your polls faster so that it will be easier, so that we can cover more topics. Thank you. Read it, but take it fast. Tap, 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 tap. You have to take. Okay. Now, the right answer for this is called aggregate economics. What does aggregate means? What is your aggregate? They ask you, right? In your +2. What is aggregate? Sum total. Okay. So macroeconomics is also known as aggregate economics. It's some total of microeconomics, right? So that's why it's known as aggregate economics. Are we clear here? It's another name. Macroeconomics is also known as aggregate economics. So I want you to answer this question. Which of the following is not a subject matter? Understand one thing, lot of students read this wrong. They read the question very wrongly. They miss out not. Okay, they'll go and answer which of the following is a subject of microeconomics. Which is not the subject of microeconomics. Okay, so read the question carefully and answer. I want everyone to participate. The more you participate, better it will be, so that you learn it here and go. Let it be right or wrong. No one gets to know what you are answering also. So answer what you feel. Be free. Judge yourself. We are here to help you out. Okay, let's come back here. See, prices of mango, it's a product. Does it affect India as a nation or economy as a whole? No. Cost of producing a fire truck. It is a talking about one product as such. If you see here, the national economy annual rate of growth. This is talking about the entire economy as such. It's not about micro. It's about macro. That is why the option is D. Okay, the correct answer is D. Are we clear? I want you to answer this question, because questions will be coming like this only for you. I want you to be thorough and understand one thing. We are done with the class. We will be done with the topic, right? So for more questions, you can download the Arivu Pro app and practice more questions. But this is bare minimum. We'll cover everything so that you need not go back home and study. Yeah, it's a 2 hours too much, sir. What, sir? No.
So you've not changed the slide. There is no new question appeared.
Oh, there's no new question appearing, huh? Oh, sorry.
There is no new question.
1 second. I'm sorry. Thank you for informing me. Yeah, try to solve this. I'll relaunch the polls. I'm sorry. If you're looking at this video, recorded video, I want you to listen to this video, pause, take the question and test yourself, huh? If you're seeing the recorded sessions of these classes. Cool. The answer is macroeconomics. Very straightforward, right? Unemployment affects all over India. And corporate taxes also affect all over India. So it is an example of macroeconomics. Now, last question for this topic would be this. 1 second, I'll change the question. Last question, guys. Hope no one achieved the Buddha zone. Buddha means sleeping zone. No one has achieved, no. Enlightenment.
Sir, I'm not able to see the question actually.
You're not able to see the question, is it? Now it should be visible, isn't it? You can skip the question, see the question, then come and take the option. I'm also learning. I'm also new to all these things. You can teach me. Anam, yeah, tell me. Yeah, tell me, Anam. You can speak if you want. Or you can chat privately to me. Can you explain this question? Okay. Which of the following does not suggest? Which of the following does not suggest macroeconomics? So simply, which of the following decisions are not macroeconomics? They're asking. Now, determining the GNP. What is GNP? Gross National Product. Okay. So it is a income level of the entire India. For your example, take it like that. Are we clear? So it's a concept of macroeconomics. Finding a failure of ABC firm. What are the causes of failure of ABC firm? This is not macro, this is microeconomics. Okay. Now, if you take C and D also, it's talking about the entire nation. That is macroeconomics, not micro. So that is the question all about. Have you understood this? RBI deals with normally with macroeconomics generally. So RBI will anything with inflation rate or foreign exchange rate, that will be macroeconomics only. Are we clear? Sharma? And I'm clear with the question. Okay. Now, coming to microeconomics again, right? We saw that microeconomics is a study how firms take their decisions. How firms take that decisions in balancing the limited resources and unlimited ones. So what is firms? We'll understand. Understand in simple terms, firms are nothing but which does production or distribution. Firms are nothing but which does production or manufacturing, we call it as, or distribution of goods and services to the consumer. We call it as business. This is called as business. Business is nothing but, I will repeat, production or distribution of goods and services to customers. Now, what is related between business and economics? Now, microeconomics is further divided. Microeconomics is further divided. If you apply it to firms, right, that microeconomics, a new term comes or new concept comes altogether. That study is known as business economics. If you're going to take decisions for your businesses, how they are going to satisfy their wants with resources, then you are doing nothing but business economics. Are we clear? And your subject for this matter is business economics. You're going to study business economics only here. So you're going to see how firms are going to satisfy these wants with their respective resources. Are we clear, guys? Are we clear, everyone? Any questions? No questions. Done. Now, understand here, I told you previously, what to say? Business economics is nothing but a part of microeconomics. So, business economics is based on microeconomic studies, and they have certain different names. If you can call, business economics are also known as managerial economics. Managerial economics. Okay, write it. I mean, notes will be given to you, so you need not. You can mark it later on. Okay, or applied economics. Applied economics. Are we clear? So business economics is known as managerial economics also. It is also known as applied economics. Understand one thing? It can be used for non-profit organization also. So don't think that, oh, this is business. It's not applicable for non-profit. It's applicable for non-profit also. So I want you to answer this question. I want you to answer this question also. Carefully again. Guys, understand one thing. Read the question, which is not a subject matter of business economics. Okay, a lot of people have read it wrong, I feel. That is why you are answering a little bit wrong. Which is not a matter of business economics. Should our firm be in business? We're taking a decision for the business only, no? It's micro. So it's a business economics only. Should this be produced business economics? Answer is D, guys. Answer is D. Are we clear? This is the only thing which is not connected to the business at all. How should we decrease unemployment in the economy? Is it related with business or business economics? No, it's macroeconomics. Are we clear?
Say again, sir.
Guys, understand, how should we decrease unemployment in the economy? Are we talking about our businesses here? No, right? If it's not concerning our business, it is talking about the entire economy as a whole. Entire economy as a whole is macroeconomics, not business economics. Are we clear? We studied, right? Business is nothing but production of goods and services, right? Now, there are let's understand, in a society, will there be only one business? There'll be a couple of businesses, right? There'll be a couple of businesses. So more than one business, or when we sum total all the businesses, when we sum total all these businesses, we call that as economic system. We call this as economic system. Are you clear? There are businesses which produce or distribute goods and services. Sum total of these businesses are called economic system. And there are three types of economic system which we have. One is capitalist economy. Capitalist economy. Second thing is socialist economy. Last one is mixed economy. Now, we'll understand this one by one. What is this? Now, if this production of goods and services if production of goods and services is owned and controlled by private individuals. What is private individuals? Like you and me, right? Few people, right? That is known as capitalist economy. That is known as capitalist. Business are owned by or controlled by private individuals are known as capitalist economy. And why they do it? They do it for profit motive. Profit motive. Now there's another economy where these businesses and goods are controlled by government, are controlled and owned by government. Now they do it for social welfare. They do it for social welfare. So these businesses, this economic system is known as socialist economy. Are we clear? So capitalist economy means businesses are controlled by private individuals for profit motive. Socialist economy means businesses are controlled by government for social welfare. Are we clear? And the mixed economy is Nadu. Okay, it has some elements of capitalist as well as some elements of socialist. Are we clear? Now I want to show you a video for this. 1 second. I want you to see this video and understand.
Central problems of an economy. In this module, you will problems of an economy and services. There are three main types: production, distributions of an economy.
Can you hear, guys?
Economy refers to the system of production, distribution, and consumption of economic goods and services by different agents in a country or region. Countries and governments distribute resources and exchange goods and services through economic systems in order to control the various factors of production. There are three main types of economic systems: market economy, centrally planned economy, mixed economy. Market economy is a free economy in which economic activities are carried out through free price mechanism, independent of any intervention by the central authority. Features of market economy. Primary motive of carrying out economic activities is profit maximization. Factors of production are privately owned. Consumers are free to choose whatever they can afford. Prices of goods and services are determined by market forces of demand and supply with minimum intervention by the government. perfect knowledge about market is available to both buyers and sellers. Centrally planned economy is an economy in which the economic activities are planned by the central government with an objective of maximizing social welfare. Features of centrally planned economy. Welfare of the society is the main objective of carrying out various economic activities. The government is the only owner of the resources. It is solely engaged in the production and distribution of goods and services. The government employs people and pays their salaries. The prices of goods and services are determined by the government. Mixed economy is a combination of market economy and centrally planned economy. In a mixed economy, the private individuals as well as the central authority determine the course of economic activities. Features of mixed economy. Public and private sectors coexist in a mixed economy. The involvement of government in production and distribution activities is aimed at the welfare of the public. The involvement of private firms in production and distribution activities is aimed at profit maximization. The prices of goods and services produced by individuals are decided by the market forces but are closely monitored by the government. Now, coming back to economic problem.
Okay. So I'll just come back 1 second. I'll just share the screen. So that was just to give an idea for you guys about the different economic systems. Right? So some you would have got some idea on that. They spoke about features. They spoke about whatnot, right? Now we will see them one by one in detail, and I'll explain it to you in detail so that even if you do not understand the video, no issues. We'll explain in detail here. Now understand capitalist economy we discussed, owned and controlled by private individuals for profit motive. This capitalist economy can also be called as free market economy. Okay, guys, you can see here now? Yeah, you should be able to see now. Now, this capitalist economy is also known as free market economy or laissez-faire economy. Okay. Now, what are the examples of this economy? US, UK, Singapore, all these are capitalist economy. Here, in this economy, right, try to understand that demand and supply take a huge force. Demand is coming from the consumer side. Supply is coming from the producer side of it. So both of them will clash to each other and determine the price. So that kind of economy is capital economy. The producer will set the price, the consumer will demand for a price, and both of them will interact and buy. That is the nature of this economy. Are we clear? Now, what are the characteristics of this economies? Characteristics of this economies: right to private property. You can own private property. There is freedom of enterprise. What is freedom of enterprise? Freedom of enterprise means you can start your own business. Okay, in this kind of economy. Freedom of economic choice. What is economic choice? Freedom of economic choice. Let's understand here. If you want to buy, let's say you want to buy pizza, you can go to a shop and buy pizza. If you want to buy idli, you can go and buy idli. It is your economic choice you can make. There's a freedom to choose in this kind of economy. Profit motive, we discussed. These companies run their businesses for profit motive. Consumer sovereignty. What is this consumer sovereignty? Understand one thing. Consumer sovereignty means consumer is the king. Consumer is the king here. He will decide what he wants. Let's say the consumer wants chocolates. He wants chocolates, right? You as a producer want to produce clothes. You as a producer want to produce clothes. Now, no one wants clothes. Will you survive in the business? Not really. You will die, right? So a person who supplies chocolates will survive. That is what this concept is talking about, consumer sovereignty. Whatever the consumer demands, you provide, right? And consumer is the king. He will decide what he wants or the market wants. Are we clear with the concept? Any questions? Any questions? Now, moving on. Competition. Because it's private individuals, there tend to be more competition in the market, and there is absence of government interference. Government will not interfere in this market. Are we clear? Producer can sell anything at whatever price he wants to. Consumer will decide whether to buy it or not. What are the merits of this economy system? Read through the merits and demerits. It's very general, it's English. So I want you to read through it. Asha. Okay. Can you repeat freedom of economic choice? Now you go to a shop, no, Asha, right? You can choose what you want in this kind of economic system. No one will dictate that you should have this only. If you take, you will understand it better when I talk about socialist economy. In socialist economy, right? If you're hungry, they will give you food. They will give you food, but there will be no economic choice. Choice means you will not get the freedom to choose what you want. In this economy, you will have the freedom to choose. If you're hungry, you can go and choose pizza or idli or vada, dosa or rice, right? You can choose what you want. That is the concept of freedom of economic choice. Are we clear, Arsha? Yeah. So I want you to read through the merits and demerits. In your notes, what I've done is I've given you everything in detail. Just read through them. You will be able to answer it. I'm not going to go one by one because it has 15 points, which is much more easier. Can you repeat freedom of enterprise? Now, there is a freedom to start a business, right? Because you can own and control. Because you can own and control businesses, production of goods and services, you can start your own business. It's kind of weird, right? What is he saying? In certain countries, you cannot start a business. Okay, that is what the characteristics of this economy is. You can start businesses on your own in this country. That is called freedom of enterprise. When I say freedom of economic choice, I am talking it from the consumer point of view. Gautam? When I say freedom of enterprise, I am talking from the producer point of view. Are we clear? Clear illaya? Done. So I want you to answer this question. Kumar, I'll explain it to you. Okay. Answer this question, Kumar. I'll explain this question to you. Okay. Okay. Guys, here the answer is C, consumer preferences. Because whatever we studied, demand is coming from the consumer side. Whatever the consumer demands, producers will produce that goods, right? So they produce their resources and satisfy those wants. So answer is C. Are we clear? Now, just to answer Kumar's question, right to private property. Right to private property. It's very simple, Kumar. You can own your own property. That's all. Right to private property means. If you talk about Middle East countries, right? Dubai and all, you cannot own a property on your own. Okay. Here, in these countries, you can buy a property in your own name. That is what? Right to private property. Are we clear? I want you to answer this question. I want you to answer this question. Okay, very good question you have asked. Why in one of the I'll come back to that. It's a very tough question if you know. Okay, this is the toughest question in your CA exam they can ask for economics. Okay. See, the capitalist economy uses dash as a principle for means of allocating resources. Understand one thing. Demand alone is one side, that is consumer side of it. Yes or no? There's something called producer who has to produce. So he will talk about supply. We'll get into those chapters very in detail, but try to understand. Demand, I will demand for a product from the consumer side of it. Producer will supply goods and services. So the common point for them to get along is what? Price. Because we know that price influences demand and supply. If you do not understand this, leave it. We'll cover it up in the later chapters. Then you will understand better here. So answer is price here. Are we clear here? Now, coming to Ashish Sharma's question, right? He saw here the demerits of capitalist is no employment security. Now understand, and COVID-19 is going on right now. Right? Yes or no? Now all the jobs are secured. Is all jobs secure? No. People are getting laid off. They are getting fired because the private individual wants profit. Right? He does not want to do social welfare and all. You worked with me along. Let me keep you. No. You are a cost to me. Employee is a cost to me. Now I'm not getting the enough revenue. I'm not going to give you enough work. I will fire you. That is why there is no security, employee security. It's a demerit. Ashish Sharma, Clear? Now I want you to answer this question. Which of the following is considered as disadvantages of allocating resources using market system?
Sir, explain the question.
Which of the following is considered as disadvantage of allocating resources during using market system? What is market system? Nothing but capitalist economy, right? Now, what is the disadvantage of market system or capitalist economy? You're asking you. If goods and services, production of goods and services is controlled by private individuals, what would be the disadvantage? Okay, guys, the answer is A. Answer is A. Okay. Income will tend to be unevenly distributed. I'll tell you how. Now, let's say we'll take two people in capitalist economy, two CA students, foundation students. Okay. Now, this is Mr. A, this is Mr. B. Mr. A was a dedicated student. Okay. He worked hard. He cleared CA. Okay. He started a business. Okay. He made money. He made more money. Now, Mr. B were like not so serious. He couldn't clear his CA, right? And he couldn't have the money to start his own business. He was working for someone else, right? He had less money. In this case, right, not everyone has equal money, right? In capitalist economy, if you're ready to work hard, if you're ready to, what do you say, put in the efforts, if you're ready to support the consumer, then you will get more money. If someone is very lazy, not willing to work hard, he will have less of money. So income will will tend to be unevenly distributed in these kind of economies. Are we clear? The last question for this concept, read through it and answer. I want everyone to answer. Please participate. Okay, the answer for this is D. Okay, government policies are the primary forces So which of the following does not apply? Does not apply to market economy. Guys, understand government does not interfere in this businesses. We saw it in characteristics. Okay. We saw it in this characteristic that government does not interfere in capitalist economy. Now, moving on to socialist economy, right? Socialist economy. We know that socialist economy means production of goods and services are controlled by government for what? Maximizing social welfare. So they own goods and services for the people, for the welfare of the people. Welfare means for the good of the people. Yeah, okay. Now, socialist economy is also known as command economy or centrally planned economy. Are we clear? Socialist economy is also known as command economy or centrally planned economy because government is going to plan this economy. So in this economy, what happens is there is a government body, right? There is producer and there is consumer, right? Now government will order the producer what to produce and they'll give that to the consumer. Are we clear? In this business, I'll repeat again, in this economy, government will order the producer and will supply that to the consumer at this price. So government will dictate the terms. What are these governments? North Korea, China, Cuba. These are example of socialist economy. Are we clear? Any questions? So in private, producer and consumers were interacting together through the mechanism of supply and demand. Here, producer is directed by the government. Are we clear? Now, what are these characteristics of socialist economy? We'll see this. Characteristics of social economy is nothing but collective ownership. What is this collective ownership? Everyone owns everything. You cannot own a property privately, but everyone owns everything. Are we clear? It's owned by government. Now, central plan authority. Central plan authority means government. There is one government which plans for allocating these resources, or it plans how it has to balance this limited resources with unlimited wants. The government will take charge in this. There is absence of consumer choice. So consumer cannot choose here. If I'm hungry, government will feed me. But what I want, I cannot choose. Okay. Relatively equal income distribution. Because government is owning everything, right? Normally, government will give everyone equal income. Minimal role of price mechanism. Now, price mechanism. What is price mechanism? We discussed demand and supply will decide what price it is, right? Now here, demand and supply are not taking place. It is the government which dictates what price it has to be sold. So there is no role of price mechanism. Okay, Gautam has asked a question. I didn't understand collective ownership. Collective ownership means the business, the production of goods and services, right? This business, all the properties are owned by all the people in the economy. It's a collective ownership. No individual owns it. It is owned by the government. Are we clear, Gautam? Now I want you to read the merits and demerits of socialist and socialist economy. Merits of socialist and demerits of socialist economy. Just read through them. What is price mechanism? Again, I told you, right? Price mechanism means, see, demand, consumer side of it will constitute demand. Consumer side of you will constitute demand. Producer side, producer, right? See, someone, you want apple. Let's say, take an example. I want 2 apples, you will say, at 10 rupees. At 10 rupees. That is your demand. 2 apples at 10 rupees. Producer will also want some price, right? To sell it to you. He'll be like, no, 2 apples is very tough for me to give it at 10 rupees. I'll give it at 12 rupees. Right? Then they will negotiate and they'll come into, what is a common term. And that price, let's say they'll come into, okay, pa, you take 12 rupees, give me 2 apples. Right? Take 12 rupees and give 2 apples. So both of them are coming together at one common price. They are discovering a common ground. That common ground is nothing but price mechanism. We call it as price mechanism. So demand will come adjust and supply will also adjust. They'll both will come into, okay, I'll sell at this price. I'll buy it at this price. Coming together. That is known as price mechanism. Yes. Explain the last point of demerit. State economies and extreme form is not practical. Okay. Now, state monopolies and extreme form of socialists is not practical. What does this mean? Means, guys, understand one thing. They are saying everyone will get equal money. Everyone will get equal, food. Is that possible in the world? No, it is not possible. Are we clear? That is what extreme form of socialism. Let's say you are putting efforts, right? You put lot of efforts. You are willing to put a lot of efforts. Still, you are getting the same money. You won't you get irritated, right? You will go and fight, no? So that is why this state monopoly or extreme forms of socialism is not possible, where government will pay everyone, will take care of everyone. It's not possible. Demerits, third one, can you explain? I have explained that. You have understood. I didn't understand the corruption point. Very simple. Nirupam. Very simple. Corruption. Let's say government cannot. It's not a legal entity. I mean, it's a one person government is there. No, there are a group of people who will be working under government, right? So if they have all the power, right, they control all the production of goods and services. Won't they misuse? Right? Even it happens here, right? In India, you need to get some approval. They'll ask you, okay, give me some bribe. That is what the corruption point is. Varun has asked a question. Class wars. Now, in India, you can see there is upper class, middle class. Like, hey, he's from upper class. Yeah, I will not talk to your lower class. That is not there in socialist economy. Everyone is treated as equal. That is what class war means. Okay, it's not like in economics, class war goes happen. Okay. What is the meaning of second last merit point? I guess you will ask class war, Kumar, if I'm not wrong. Cooperative mentality means everyone is willing to work together. So that is what the concept is. Now we'll move on to the question. Guys, we'll wrap up this session today a little bit earlier than 6, because being the first day, you will also be mentally tired. I'm also preparing certain things. right? So that we'll answer 2 to 3 more questions and wrap it for the day. Are we clear? One more concept we'll study, and tomorrow we'll what to say? We will revise whatever we studied, then take it forward. I want you to answer this question. Can you please answer? Voice is not audible, Nirupama. Just check. No, it should be, because everyone is audible. So, guys, the answer is freedom of choice. We discussed is capitalism. B is the answer. Are we clear? We'll go to the last type of economy, that is mixed economy, right? We are a mixed economy. India is an example of mixed economy. Goods and services are owned and controlled by private individuals as well as government. Are we clear? We normally like to be in the center. We'll put the indicator for left, we'll put our hand out for right, then go to the center. That's how we are, right? So we'll always have a mixture. Now, these characteristics, right, are a mixture of socialist as well as capitalist economy. So you can own private properties. You can what to say? There is a price mechanism which happens to an extent, right? Then government plays a role in this kind of economy, and then there are merits as well as demerits in this economy. See, in India also, if you take, there is corruption. Red tapeism is nothing but corruption. Okay, there is control. There can be control. Government will say, you are free to do everything, but there still can be controls. So there can be disadvantages as well as advantages in each of the social. It can be each of the economy. Let it be socialist, communism, or mixed economy. Are we clear? So one concept I want to understand, help you to understand, is administrative pricing. Clear? Understand this. Administrative pricing is nothing but, right, producers are allowed to set a price, but they are regulated by the government sometimes. MRP, have you heard? Right? So that happens. MRP, maximum retail price. You cannot sell more than that. So that is called administrative pricing. So we will not interfere in your pricing, but we will administrate it. Okay, there will be external. Yes, last merit. What is last merit? Okay, avoids economic fluctuation through planning. So what is economic fluctuation? You need to understand. That's a totally different topic that is covered in your last chapter. Okay, we'll come to that. That time I'll explain. But for now, what you try to understand is, let's say there is a positive sentiment. Everyone is free. Right now, everyone goes for party, goes for shopping. Then we say this economic is doing good. Economy is doing well. Right now, I'll ask you the question. Are you saving? Are your parents saving money or spending money? They are a little bit saving money, right? Why? They are thinking that in the future, I might run out of money. So the economy is doing bad. So sometimes economies can go up, can come down also. This is called economic fluctuation. Okay. Now, government as well as private individuals will forecast this and plan better. That is why that happens in all the 3 economies, but it happens in mixed economy. Are we clear? Now I want you to solve this question. I want you to solve this question.
expectation minimal.
I want you to solve this question. Where is again? Okay. Please understand one thing. In this answer would be answer A, socialism. Okay. Exploitation and inequality are minimal under socialism because they are purely for social welfare, whereas mixed has some elements of profit motive also. So, answer is socialism. Are we clear? Don't get confused. India is the best economy. Best economy is Indian economy. That all don't get confused. Okay. Please solve this problem. I want you to solve this problem. See, I mean, I got a question from one of the students that why aren't we not the best? Because we have a mixture of both. What is it? Both capitalist and socialist economy, right? Why mixed is the best way to go about it? Why India is not the best? Try to understand one thing. It is not rosy everywhere. Even in socialist economy, right? They say welfare of the people, right? It is not necessary. There is a concept of human interventions, right? Human interventions uh, in the terms of corruption, in terms of what do you say, control, in terms of misuse of power. So socialist economy need not be a best economy. Example for you, North Korea. Is it? Do you like to live in North Korea? Huh? If you have COVID-19, one medicine they'll give you. That's the medicine COVID. I mean, possibly. I'm not speculating. So every country you would like to be there. So in India also, it's a right way to mixed, but there are misuse in certain loopholes. That is why it's not working well. Whereas America, they have embraced capitalism. They do not control. They are more of that. Say consumer. If consumer demands it, producer has to produce. Right in capitalism.
Not able to hear you, sir.
ಇದೆ ಡಿಸ್ಬರ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 40 ಇದೆ ಸರ್
So that Sunday. Not able to hear you, sir. Completely down.
Sir, we can't hear you.
Yuvraj Pandey.
Okay, guys, we are done for the day. Okay, see you guys. Have a nice day. If you have any question, you can ask me right now. I'll still be there on with you so that we can discuss face to face, or you can turn on your camera. If you have not understood any particular topic, right? I'll be there for another 5 to 10 minutes for you guys to ask any questions. If you're done, you can leave the chat. So I will not be.
Sir, what about notes? I mean, will we get any notes?
I'm sorry, guys. My internet is over. So here, that is also there. It goes off and comes back. Any questions?
I mean, do we get notes or how is it?
Yeah, you will get all the notes. You will get all the notes. So today I'll be sharing your notes. So you need not worry. Okay.
How long do you have the class? For how many hours? Like 2 hours? Sir, your mic is muted.
Yeah, sorry. My data went off. Okay. So anyhow, I repaired it. I recharged it. London Jio offer is all gone. So I have to recharge now. So any questions before I shut down the system?
What's how many hours will have the class?
We'll have it for, to start off with, we'll have it for 2 hours. Okay, till May 11th, 17th. Because the curfew is still 7 o'clock, right? So your class will start at 4 o'clock. It will end by 6:15 to 6:30. Okay, 2 hours or 2 hours 15 minutes. Because we are also having an online session. We need some breaks, right? So that also will be given. Are we clear? Any other questions? Your books will be given to you. Your books will be given to you, so you need not worry. We will have economics and accounts at the different timings. Accounts you don't have, no? You're done with accounts. Meda? You'll be given soft copy right now, but I'll try my best. Once you come back face to face, you'll be given the printed copy. Are we clear? Say about business economics in short. Okay. Simple, ma. Understand this. Businesses will have some things to do, objectives to do. They would have some goals, but they have less money, right? How do you achieve that goals using this money, right? You have to balance these things. That balancing act, you will take certain decisions to balance that things. That decision, you're studying that decision. That is economics. Are we clear? Done. Okay, sir. Thank you. Okay, sir. We had 2 to 3 topics left in the pick, which sir has sent us in the group. What is applied economics? Nothing but business economics, Varun. It's just a name change. Okay. We call business economics as applied economics or managerial economics. Okay, because you take economics and apply it to the business, no? So they are saying apply, you're applying economics. So it's called applied economics. Simple as that. That's all. There's no very... Which subject will we be doing? Economics only, Kumar. Done, sir. Bye. Bye-bye. Those who have any doubts, you can stay back and ask me. I'll be there. Those who have no doubts, you can leave. Bye, Varun. Thank you, Nandini. Bye, Meda. Hey, you can leave. You guys are done. You can leave, guys. General economics and business economics textbook, same. No, books are different. Concept are different. See, one thing I understand, if you study, we are studying from a CA perspective, all these things, right? Economics as such, it's a different ocean. So if your book says something, I have to deliver it that manner. So we'll also be studying a lot of other things in the future, right? I'm very what do you say, confined to your CA book. If I was taking to your commerce, your BCom, then I would be more open to other topics. I'll talk about general economics, but here we are going to study about certain topics in under business economics. Aki Vishnu, bye bye. Nitin, bye. Meda, bye. Sendil Kumar, bye bye. Okay, guys, any questions? So I can end the meeting. One second, I'll just check the YouTube. No issues, no issues. Tata, see you. Bye, guys. See you. If you have no more doubts, I will end the video. Okay. Bye bye. Take care. God bless.